only negative thoughts come into their mind, and there's no space for any positivity or creativity. So to be an entrepreneur, to help others, we need that peace in our mind. Otherwise, we'll not be able to help others also, right? So I am also a professional. I was working in corporates, and I always had inclination towards many NGOs. I have worked closely with them. I used to go to some NGOs during my off days, weekends. So during this course of my life, I realized many things. And when I understood about that, how meditation is helping me and how it is giving me the happiness which I always longed for, then it took me years, it took me time, but eventually I decided to teach people meditation early. So here I am, uh, telling people about the benefits of meditation and how it can help us in our professional life, personal life, in every sense. So as we were discussing, and we are discussing, as I was told that this is going to be an interactive session. So I want to ask with this, that I want to ask everyone that, of course, we all have heard about meditation, right? And we all know that मेडिटेशन करना चाहिए, ऐसे कहते हैं ना कि आई हैव टू डू, आई मस्ट डू मेडिटेशन. बट आई वांट टू आस्क all of you that, according to you, what is meditation? What is that first picture comes into your mind when you hear this word, when you think about this word meditation? Because for me also, I had some uh, preconceived notions about it. So I want to ask everyone that, what pictures come to your mind when you hear this term meditation? Being in the moment, calmness. What is that picture? Someone is sitting with eyes closed and thinking something, or not thinking something. What do you think? Yes, everyone is saying that, sitting in a mountain or in a jungle and not thinking at all, right? Right. So maybe in some part of our life, we must have tried this, right? So what do you think? Is it really possible that we do not think at all? That there should be no thought? Somebody wrote that ideally there should be no thoughts. So what do you think? Is it possible that there can't be any thought? This is the struggle we do. We sit for meditation and then we think that there should be no thought. There is no magic stick, right? Ki you will sit and no thought is going to come. Without that moment, all day what we are doing, we are thinking, we are living in the past, we are thinking about the past situations. I should not have done that, I should have done that. About the future, what is going to happen to my life, to my career, to this, to that, to my friend, to my relationship. So what do you think? Ideally, let's think logically. Is it really possible that, okay, I have decided that now there should be no thought, and no thought is coming? So what we do, we just sit for a minute, negative thinking starts coming, and we just think that no, meditation is not my cup of tea. कहते हैं ना, मेरे बस की नहीं है, बाकी सब कुछ कर लूंगा, meditation no. So that's where that thing is. What I have observed, I have met people and asked them about the meditation. So first thing what we have to remove from our belief system is that meditation is not just about sitting and not thinking at all. That's not possible. It's about conscious thinking. It's about thinking before thinking. Telling your mind that, okay, you have to think about this. You have to think about something good. Let's say gratitude. Let's say be in the present moment. When we talk about being in the present moment, it means withdrawing your attention consciously, telling your mind that no, don't live in the past, Okay, past is hurting. There may be some things in the past which must have gone wrong. So I have to close it. I have to answer myself. Then only I'll be able to be in the present moment. Otherwise, it's not possible. So, meditation is about, first of all, first thing which we have to do is closing your past things, closing your grudges, negativity, whatever you are holding on to, people. You know, if we sit and think, let's do just one thing, that right now, for 30 seconds, 1 minute, let's just sit comfortably and ask yourself, am I really in the present moment? क्या मेरा पूरा ध्यान प्रेजेंट में है? What is that one thought of the past which keeps on coming? There must be something. Think about the day which has already happened, about yesterday. There will be something which you are holding on to. Some grudges. You need closure about few things. So this is what it is. That actually what we are doing, think about your home, and you saw a garbage. You saw garbage in your home and you thought that, oh, this looks dirty. So let me just cover it under the carpet. ठीक है, carpet के नीचे दबा दिया. Now we think that, okay, now house is looking clean. People are coming, my neighbors are watching, and they are saying that, oh, this house is very clean. But we know that what is the truth. We have covered it with the garbage, and think about that garbage. What would happen to that garbage after 2 years, after 3 years? Same is the case with our mental health. What we have done, we have just covered it. Covered through putting a mask. We are not habitual of putting a mask from 1.5 year. We are used to putting a mask of showing that we are really happy, but actually we have kept so many things inside our mind. So you must have thought, you must have heard, and you must have said this term again and again in your life, that वैसे तो गुस्सा नहीं आता है, I don't get sad, I don't get angry generally, but जब आता है तो क्या कहते हैं, आता है तो बहुत ज्यादा आता है, यही कहते हैं ना. So think about it. We have not closed thought, we have not cleaned it, we have just suppressed it. We have suppressed our negative emotions. And one day or the another, it is going to come. It is going to reflect. So this is what happens. जब हम, we do not talk to ourselves, we do not counsel ourselves, do not answer ourselves, then it is going to come. Don't think that it has gone. So I want you to think about, take some time, but okay, you can do it after the session also, but I want you to think about a few things about your past. Maybe childhood. Think about it. Don't be afraid that, I don't want to go there, because suppression is a thing. It's very, very deep. If you have thought that, no, I'm not carrying anything of my past, it's not possible. It's very deep inside us. How it is reflecting? It reflects on our normal behavior. Maybe laziness is there, right? Maybe bad eating habits, that is there. Social media use. So what we are doing, we are just trying to avoid ourselves, avoid our company, because we know that negative is going to come, because there is so much negative here. So what we are doing, we are just escaping it and putting our energy so that, we do not have to spend time with ourselves. But that's not the solution. They say that holding on to suppression is like a sleeping volcano. It is going to wake up one day. So let's do one thing, using spirituality, using some good quotes, some good books, spending time with ourselves through meditation, through self-talk. These all are one of the same thing when you're starting. Let's change our belief system. Let's question our belief system. So what we have to do, we have to start questioning ourselves a lot to change our belief system. So I'm going to ask you a few questions so that our belief system starts shaking. Maybe it will not change in a day, but maybe एक हल्का सा tickling तो होगा ही. So let me ask you very simple question. Be honest, right? So what do you think that getting angry, getting sad is natural or not natural? Be honest. I was told that this is going to be interactive session, so please interact. Okay. So people are saying it's natural, right? Almost everyone is saying that this is natural. And being in the same situation, if this is natural, we are humans, right? Then we tell ourselves that we are humans, we are supposed to get angry like in these situations. So do you think that, let's say you're sitting in a classroom, right? Maybe, let's say 30 students are there, and one situation happens. One student starts behaving in a wrong way with the teacher, right? What do you think the other 29 students' behavior, their reaction would be same or different for everyone? सबका रिएक्शन सेम होगा या सब अलग अलग तरीके से रिएक्ट करेंगे? डिफरेंट, डिफरेंटली करेंगे. ओके. But that situation was very bad. In a normal circumstance, people will get angry. The way student reacted, the way student talked to the teacher, everyone would get angry. The situation was like that. He talked very rudely to the teacher, and teacher was very sweet. Still, people will think differently. They will. Do you think that some of the students will get angry? Yes, some of the students will say, "Oh, why is this happening? Why this person is?" They'll try to understand. Maybe the people closer to him will try to comfort him. Will ask him, "कि what's wrong? प्यार से बात करेंगे," etc., etc. So, what do you think? Again, everyone will act differently, right? Similarly, you must have seen that, on if we are traveling, some accident happens. Some people gets angry to the same situation. Some talk very calmly. In the same situation, some people behave rudely. Some people behave very calmly. So it means for the same situation, 10 people are going to behave differently. That's for sure, right? So what we are doing, I ask people who are working, let's say I ask you, you being a student, that let's say our principal, our director of the college, dean of the college said something bad. So will we get back, will we reply in anger to the dean? क्या हम अपने टीचर से, डीन से उसी टोन में, उसी गुस्से से बात करेंगे? No. Okay. But same situation, my friend said something and we will get angry, right? Our parents will say something, we will get angry, right? Agree? Yeah. So what is it? Situation was same, thing was same. Both of them said the same thing, that you're good for nothing. Let's say they said the same thing. We know, our mind know, we have conditioned our mind that you're not supposed to get angry in front of your dean, your teacher. You're supposed to get angry in front of your friend or your family, right? So it's all about where we can get angry and where we have allowed ourselves to get angry when where we are not. So ideally, right? Of course, we need to work on it, but ideally, there is no situation which can trigger my anger. Any negative emotion. In any negative emotion comes everything: sadness, jealousy, greed, everything. But what we have done, we have influenced, we are influenced by the movies we watch, social media, people we interact, that it has become very very natural that बिना गुस्से के तो काम नहीं होता, राइट? अगर मैं गुस्सा नहीं करूंगा तो घर पे जो काम करते हैं वो काम नहीं करेंगे, एक्सेट्रा, राइट? So I'm just giving you an example. There are many things, but we have to start questioning ourselves. Do you think that for 30 minutes continuously you can get angry? You can stay angry for continuous 30 minutes. There is a study that no person can get stay angry for 30 minutes. But can we stay peaceful for 30 minutes? And if given a choice, what do we want to feel? That being happy, being peaceful, or being angry? If given a choice, we would always choose peace, right? No one wants to get angry. So these are the questions which will start coming up in our mind when we will read something good and we will start questioning our mind. So to suppress, to express, from suppression to expression, if we want to remove all the negativity which is already in us, we have to start questioning ourselves a lot. They say that how often do you question your beliefs? जो हमारे beliefs हैं, they need not to be true, need not to be right. We need to start asking ourselves, why am I thinking like this? If somebody said something that you're good for nothing, you are not special, why do I take it personally? Why do I take it inside of my intellect? I need to start questioning myself. What do I think about myself? So, basis of letting go of all the negative emotions is to face it, sit with yourself. So now from today, let's start doing one thing, that 30 minutes minimum. Start sitting with yourself, having a walk with yourself, but just spend time with yourself and start questioning your beliefs. Question a lot. Otherwise, we'll keep on making the same mistake again and again and again, and we will not be able to let it out. So I want to ask you that, do you love your parents? Do you think that our parents have done a lot for us? Generally asking, do you think they are worthy of our thank you or I love you? Do you think? Okay. So the next question, when was the last time I said thank you to my parents or a teacher, or I said I love you to our parents or friends or family, siblings? When was the last time you said thank you to your parents? Thank you for everything. No one is replying, thinking. Yesterday. Very good. Thinking. Thinking, it means it's been time, right? अगर आज ही बोला होता तो जल्दी जल्दी लिख देते, right? Been a while, right? So I want to ask you again this question. Why this hesitation? We know that for people, I'm just giving you example of parents, but there are people in our life who have done a lot for us. Then why there is hesitation in expressing gratitude to them, expressing our love to them? क्या लगता है, क्या रीजन होगा, हम क्यों नहीं एक्सप्रेस कर पाते हैं? That's ego. In one word, I would say that's ego. Not expressing what you feel is simply ego. Ego, in ego comes everything. That fear that, if that person does not feel the same or does not value my wishes, what would happen? That imaginary situation, right? So I need to do one thing. If I want to, first thing, I need to let go of every negative thing, negative emotion from my mind. First thing, this is the first step. I need to let it go all out. I just check any grudges you are holding on to. Just let it out. Using spirituality, using positivity, self-help books, forgive them and forget them. Forgive them and forget them. Now the next step is expressing. So agar, let's start with one step, that if I'm thankful for someone, if somebody has done something good for me, let's say thank you. Let's instill it in our habit. Reason being, because maybe this is, we'll get used to it, we'll practice it. Now when a situation comes, when I have to do some uncomfortable conversation, we have to do some uncomfortable conversations with our parents, with our teachers, with our friends, which really matters a lot, which can define few things, which can let go of many misunderstandings. But that power to have that uncomfortable but important conversation, we need practice of expressive, practice of being expressive. अगर वो प्रैक्टिस नहीं किया तो अनकंफर्टेबल कन्वर्सेशन नहीं कर पाएंगे, right? So let's start being expressive in our mind, in our words. So I hope we'll work on it, and I hope whatever thing I have shared with you all, I am hopeful that it is going to help you from being suppressive to expressive, and you'll be able to let go of all the negativity or the grudges which you are holding on to. You'll forgive and forget. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We are glad to have you on this event. And I think your tips will be very fruitful for us.
Thank you.
My personal favorite tip was we should, before starting meditation, we should forget all the grudges from our friends and family, as it brings a lot of negativity.
Yeah, but just to correct you, not to forget,
Yes.
because answer yourself, right? That why not to hold any grudges for myself, for my peace. I let it go. I close those accounts, right? I am not suppressing it. I'm just closing it. I'm
Yes.
facing it, closing it, so that it does not come again and again. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.